Assalamualaikum and very good morning to my panels. My name is Muhammad Aidil Syukri bin Hassan with metric number AN19002. My beloved supervisor for this project is PS Dr. Faizah Binti Razali. Today I will present the proposal for my bachelor degree project with the title The Effect of Red Ginger and Noni Fruit Extract as Natural Preservative on the Homemade Cake in terms of its microbial activity and phenolic composition. So, throughout the study for this project, a guide outline has been created for this presentation. The presentation for this project will cover the introduction, literature review, methodology, expected result, and conclusion. Also, a Gantt chart for the planning throughout this study also will be shown at the end of this video. Without further ado, let's proceed with the introduction for this project. For the first part of this presentation, we'll cover the research background of this study. So, in food industry, microbial activity and the growth of pathogen can contaminate food product. This problem can lead to the deadly illness and economic losses to the food manufacturing industry. So, to avoid this problem, most food product manufacturers use synthetic chemical food preservative. It has been debated that the synthetic food preservative can give a negative effect to human health. So, generally recognized as safe, grass substance of various natural source of substance has a great potential usage in food industry, and many types of research have been published in this topic. So, from the other research, it's been shown that bioactive components such as phenolic compound are present in every part of the plant. So, phenolic compound in plant extract are well known for their antibacterial and antioxidant abilities, and it has the potential use as natural preservative. From further reading, red ginger and noni fruit contain high phenolic compound content and has been used to treat illness traditionally. So, this type of fruit will be used to compare its phenolic compound in this study. So, throughout this study, some problems have been arising. In the problem statement, one of the problem that we can be seen is the food industry sector is likewise quite concerned about microbial food deterioration. Microbial activity is estimated to cause the loss of up to 25% of all food produced after harvest or produce. So, chemical additive has been widely utilized to inhibit microbial survival and reproduction, although their safety and the impact on human health are still being debated. Okay, from the problem statement that have been stated above, several objectives of this study has been identified. The main aim of this study is to observe and evaluate the antimicrobial activity effect of synthetic food preservative, red ginger, and noni fruit phenolic compound on a homemade cake. Sorry. So, the objective is to extract phenolic compound from red ginger and noni fruit using the circular extraction method. Lastly, is to characterize and compare the phenolic compound present in red ginger and noni fruit and observe its physical and chemical properties. So that is the main objective of this study. Okay, to achieve the objectives as mentioned before, this study will extend to more study scope. This study will approach the phenolic component of the red ginger and noni fruit that will be extracted by using solid extraction method. Other than that, the phenolic compound will be characterized on their pH and concentration of polyphenol and acid value. Lastly, the scope will be the application of phenolic compound extracts as a natural preservative on homemade cake. Also, the observation and analysis of antimicrobial activity on the homemade cake before and after the addition of the extract. So, these are the scope that will be extended in this study. Next, for the literature review, I will explain the general concept of this study and some of the term that be used in this study. So, a food preservative is a substance that has the capability to prevent deteriorative reaction and safeguard the food quality and increase its shelf life. Numerous food preservatives serve many purposes, including prolonging the shelf life by eliminating oxidation, browning, or enzymatic reaction that could occur, as well as ensuring microbiological safety by blocking and killing pathogen and spoiling bacteria. Preservative for food can be taken from natural sources or synthesized. These are be taken from Bondi 2017. There are two types of food preservative that are being used in food industry. That is antimicrobial and antioxidant. So, other than that, phenolic components are bioactive compounds that can give a good and positive biological activity and promote human health. Phenolic chemicals are a broad of group of bioactive secondary metabolites that are extremely important in plant and human biology. Why they are called phenolic compound is because of the phenol moiety that present in their structure. Phenol is a benzene ring that has a hydroxyl group substitute on it. So there are three types and class of phenolic compound there is simple phenolic acid, and polyphenol. Each of these phenolic compounds have a great health benefits such as antimicrobial activity, anti-inflammatory activity, also promote gut health and anti-cancer. So, also there are a few methods of extraction process of the phenolic compound. The first is by applying liquid extraction method. So the extraction of phenolic compound from various portions of plants such as leaf, seed, the roots, and the bark of the plant has been examined and investigated by scientists using various solvents such as ethanol, methanol, and hexane. Chocolate extraction, maturation, hydrodistillation are the three ways of the extracting phenolic compound utilizing the liquid extraction method. So the next method is the ultrasound assist extraction method. So this method using ultrasound wave to assist the extraction process. The the ultrasound assist extraction UAE has been chosen because it has low cost, high efficiency, and also has lower organic solvent use, and also has shorter extraction time. Ultrasound wave has the frequency between 2 kHz to 10 MHz that can travel throughout solids, liquid, gases without being heard by human. So these are one of the advantage of using UAE method in the extraction of phenolic compound. So the third method is microwave assist extraction method. Microwaves are electromagnetic wave with frequency ranging from 30 to 300 MHz. These waves can create heat by inducing molecular movement and causing the cell wall to rupture and the active material within the cell to release, and the component from the plant can be extracted. Then let's go to the methodology and related process procedure in this study. So there are four main processes that will be conducted in this study. The first part is the sample preparation process. The plant sample of noni fruit and red ginger will be collected and then will be washed using distilled water to remove any impurities. The plant sample will be reduced size by cutting it into smaller pieces. And the plant sample will be prepared into powder form by dehydrating it in an oven and grinding it using a grinder. Next part is we go to the extraction process of the plant sample. In this process, we will use the liquid extraction process using the Stocklet apparatus as the equipment for the extraction. So the solvent that will be used in this extraction process is ethanol, methanol, and petroleum ether. The extraction process will be run for 4 hours, and the sample will be liquid form with the mixture of the solvent. So, to extract the pure component of plant extract, a vacuum rotatory evaporator will be used to evaporate the solvent in the mixture. so that we can get the pure compound of phenolic from the plant extract. After that, the plant will be undergoing the analysis and the characterization process. Using total phenolic content test that will be conducted using Phyllococcoter reagent, we can observe the phenolic concentration that present in the plant extract. The sample will be tested using a UV-based spectrophotometer to identify the concentration of the phenolic content in the plant using a 700 nanometer wavelength as the stratification and the parameters that will be set on the UV-based spectrophotometer. Next, the sample will undergoing the antimicrobial analysis test by using this diffusion method. The sample will place on the astral filter paper disc, and the disc will be placed on E. coli bacterial culture to observe its antimicrobial activity. And the plant culture, the agar culture with the paper disc and the E. coli bacterial culture will be incubate in an incubator for several days. Next, using a gas chromatography equipment, the sample can be analyzed and identify the type of phenolic compound that present in the plant extract. So the last part of this methodology for this project is the application of plant extract on a homemade cake. So the first part is the preparation of homemade cake using a butter cake recipe. And then the plant extract will be applied on the butter cake. So next, we will observe the microbial activity and its microbial growth on the butter cake. So we can have a few type of butter cake that using a different type of plant extract and using one as a control, that using a synthetic food preservative. So this observation will run for 8 days. After that, the cake will also undergo extraction process to extract its compound, the phenolic compound that may occur, that may present in the cake. So after that, the extraction fluid from the cake will also undergo total phenolic content test to observe how much the phenolic content present in the cake after a few days. So that's the 4 parts of the methodology in this study. So for the expected result, in this study, it is expected that both plant extract from Noni fruit and red ginger are able to exhibit antimicrobial activity, and total phenolic compound from the plant extract can be analyzed. Other than that, the performance of both plant extract that have been applied on homemade cake able to give a better result from synthetic food preservative. So, for the conclusion of this presentation, to conclude my presentation today, from this study, synthetic food preservative can give a negative result and impact to human health. Thus, generally recognized as safe grass compound, such as phenolic compound, can be a healthier alternative to food preservative. This compound have an antimicrobial and antioxidant activity that can inhibit microbial growth that can result in food spoilage. From the recent research, Noni fruit and red ginger have a high content of phenolic compound and have a great potential as a natural preservative. In this study, the extraction process of the phenolic compound from the plant extract using extraction process, and the solvent that will be used for the extraction process is ethanol, methanol, and petroleum ether. Using the phenolic content test and this diffusion method, the concentration of phenolic compound in the plant extract and the antimicrobial activity of the plant extract can be observed. The gas chromatography also will be used to characterize the phenolic compound present and identify the phenolic compound in both plant extract. The extract also will be applied on homemade cake to observe its effectiveness of plant extract as a preservative and compare it with synthetic preservative. The expectation from this study is that the plant extract able to exhibit antimicrobial activity, and it can be effective natural preservative. So that's all the presentation from me. So thank you for watching and have a good day.